Good afternoon, it's June from Paintspotsandpaper. Just thought I'd pop in. I'm in the she shed at the moment. It's a glorious Saturday afternoon, should I say. Very hot, pretty hot in here. And yeah, all I'm doing is basically backing some tags, and I've got a couple of pockets as well, onto some thicker coffee dyed paper, because they were pretty thin. I've printed them out on quite thin coffee dyed paper. The reason I did that is because I had a load of ordinary copier paper that needed using up, and one side was still clean, and I'd done some misprints and bits and pieces on the other side. So I thought, well, I'd use them up printing these on the other side and then mount them on the thicker coffee dyed paper. I think this is 220, I think. This is quite thick and it should be fine. It's a bit curly at the moment, but I think once it's cut out and they're perhaps under a book or something, that'll be fine for the tags. And I'm also doing a couple of pockets and a couple of slightly larger journal cards. What I'm doing right now is I'm just cutting them down so they fit better onto the coffee dyed paper. I know it probably would be easier just to glue a page onto a page, but then I'm wasting quite a lot of the coffee dyed and I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to continue to just cut a few of these out and get them stuck on there, and then I'll cut them out properly once they're on the paper. I did cut these ones first, but I don't think size-wise it makes a hell of a lot of difference if I just leave a bit round the edge. So I'm doing these roughly because it's a bit quicker, and then I can cut them all out in one go. And I'll punch holes in them and put ribbons and bits through them. So as I say, I'm just prepping these to go on the coffee dyed. Well, I haven't been here for a little while. I'm sorry about that. I've been having a lot of pain in my leg and my back. I've got nerve problems down the left side. I've got peripheral neuropathy from where I had chemo, but then I had a seizure about 3 or 4 years ago, and it done some kind of damage all the way down my left side, and yeah, it stings and burns all the time and hurts and aches and that, and at the same time, unfortunately, I found a small brain tumour in the scan, but it is only a benign one. But I've got to go to see a neurologist shortly to have a full check to see if that's what's causing some of these problems or not. But anyway, that's just a quick explanation why I haven't been here for a little while. Hope you're all fine. I am now, not too bad. My leg's still stinging a bit, but I've had quite a lot of meds and that today, so that helps a bit. And yeah, I thought I'd get on with these, with my Boho journals, because to be honest, I'm getting fed up with them lying around, so I'm going to go all out to get them finished now, I think. What I did, I went through some of the Etsy shops, some of the digital downloads for Boho stuff, because I've got some, but it's quite difficult to come by, as in ready printed papers and things like that. So I thought I'd get some digital downloads as well. If I can remember who did these. I've got to cut it off now. Sorry about this, I'm just seeing if I can find the sheet that's got the name on. I just chuck it on my way quick, and I don't think. Oh, sorry, my mind's working just lately, I think. Oh, here we go. It drags it out of the rubbish bin. I hope you can see that. I'll bring it up a bit closer. It's on Etsy, and it's EmmaParrishArtist. If I remember, I'll link it below, but yeah, I think these are all her designs. I'm not sure about these ones and these. I think they are, but I don't know if these are or not. Can't remember who did those. If I do find out, I'll let you know. Yeah, so I thought these would all go beautifully in my boho journals because, you know, it's all lovely bright colours and hippie stuff and art stuff and things like that. So yeah, hopefully these will go. And I thought if I back them onto quite thick tea-dyed paper, then I've already got the tea-dyed back on to be written on, which would be handy. I have got some other bits and pieces on the go. I don't know how to hand. I've been starting to decorate some of the pockets I made. I believe I've put them away for now. Let's have a look. Sorry about this. Totally disorganised as usual. But it wouldn't be me if it was organised, would it? Oh dear me. Yeah, I've just got one that I've been playing around with odd decorations on it, these ones. And I thought I'd have a go. I just want it all like splodged and bright. Don't know what that's doing there. Splodged and bright colours. And I came across these stickers and bits and pieces that I've had for a long time. But of course, where they're quite an old design, they go quite well with this. So, yeah, make some tags to go in them and make a couple more pockets. And I think I should probably stitch them together shortly as well. Because I'm fed up with seeing them sitting there not stitched together. So, I'll just carry on with a few more of these. And if I stick on the ones that I've done. I'm supposed to be going to a boot fair tomorrow with my daughter, just to have a look around, hopefully pick up a few bits of my journals. And then we're going to, she goes to a lakeside place, which is really beautiful because she's into the meditation and that sort of thing. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, sorry, I'm off camera there, I think, aren't I? Where am I? No, it's just me. Right, so I'm just giving them a good squeeze down to make sure I get all the edges. And I suppose really doing it like this, you do at least make sure when you cut it, your edges are very, very likely stuck better than if you just do round the cut edge. You know what I mean? Oh God, I am rubbish at explaining things, aren't I? Absolute rubbish. I know what I mean. There's a bit of traffic out on the main road. People coming home from work and going out for the evening and such like, but it's not that bad really, not as bad as it usually is. Perhaps everybody's stayed home because of the heat. But yeah, so hopefully, provided my leg doesn't play up too much, I'm off to the boot fair tomorrow. And it's one of the best places, I think, to get second-hand books, especially the old tatty ones, really yellow ones, because if you go into what in England we call charity shops, in the US you call them thrift shops, don't you? If you go into those over here, if they do have an old book, it's usually something a bit special and they want quite a bit for it. But other than that, they don't put out the really old tatty ones, because obviously nobody's really going to want to buy them apart from people like us doing journals. So, but I have managed to pick up a couple of really nice ones, you know, about 50p or £1 each around the boot fair. And in all honesty, they are past using as books as such, because they're very yellow. Sometimes they're a bit torn. The covers are old and scuffed. So, yeah, ideal for us. But of course, people take them to the boot fairs and think, oh, I'll get rid of that, somebody might want it. And yeah, and plus you can also pick up quite a lot of things like lace. I find it's, you know, you can pick up some nice lace and some of those doilies and things like that. People, where they're just sort of clearing out cupboards or Nan's bits left over from Nan's old house and things like that. And sometimes I think, oh, perhaps they're not good enough for a charity shop, or, you know, let's take this lot to the boot fair and sell it, get it out the way, get a couple of quid for it. And yeah, it's ideal. It's one of the cheapest ways I've found of getting proper vintage and antique bits and pieces that doesn't cost you a fortune. So yeah, if you like going around boot fairs, or if you've got other places you like to go where you can pick up things for your journals, then yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Let's see if I can cut another one size to go there. Oops, I don't want to use my fabric scissors. I'll sneak one of those in down there, can't I? Yes, I'm having quite a chilled afternoon doing these. It's really nice. And then a bit later on I shall go in, have my dinner, and then I'll probably read for an hour or two before I go to bed. I go to bed quite early because I wake up and get up early. It's not because I particularly like getting up early, it's just that I wake up, and I always wake up around about 5:30, 6 o'clock. And, you know, I'm one of these people, once I'm awake, I have to get up. I'm literally, I open my eyes, have a look at the time, and get out of bed. I don't always do a lot, apart from drink tea. But I do check my emails and things like that, and sometimes prep a few bits for the day. But yeah, mainly I'm just sort of waking up, chilling out, usually sitting around in my PJs. And if the weather's nice, I generally have a little, come out and have a stroll around the garden, see what's going on out here. Check if there's been any damage from any rain or wind the night before. And it was supposed to have a storm. I mean, I don't know. We had some rain in the night. But I don't know if there was a storm. I didn't hear it. Then I had earplugs in, so I wouldn't have done. But if not, I think perhaps we will be getting a storm. So hope that doesn't cause too much devastation everywhere. I don't think it'll be that bad. Our storms aren't terrible over here. Now and then we get a nasty, but not very often. Nothing compared to what you get in the States and in other countries, really. We're very lucky with our climate. well, at the moment, but of course with all this global warming, everything's changing, isn't it? So, yeah, who knows? But we can't moan because it's our own fault. They're not mine personally because I don't drive, but I used to ride a motorbike, but I don't drive. But obviously my partner does, and I go in the car, so, you know, it's just much my fault as anybody else's, really. The trouble is you can't get anywhere these days without having a car, can you, you know? Work, holiday, shopping, nothing. It's ridiculous. But I suppose there you go. It's, you know, only so many supermarkets and shops and things I can put up near where people are living. Right, another page done. Let's give it a quick squidge on the back just to helps keep the paper a little bit flatter as well, I think. Put that over there to dry. Now I'm going to get a piece out. For these nice journal cards, and yeah, they'll fit on quite nicely. I wonder if I can get one up one way. On the other way, no, not really, can I? I'll take that over. Just want to see what I can fill this page with. And I'll take a bit extra off. I'd better fit something down here, although if I can't fit the fourth one of these, I'm trying to fit something else down there. Oh, sorry about the noise. I've got no nails, excuse my nails, and probably the colour of them because I've been messing about with red clay. Today I've been practising my throwing because I haven't thrown on the wheel for about a year. Made other stuff by hand, but I haven't thrown on the wheel. So, and I've got a lot of terracotta clay I want to use up, and I want to make some planters. Not big ones for the garden, just smaller ones that you have in the house, decorative ones. And so at the moment I'm just practising throwing them just to get the muscle memory going, because it's surprising how you forget. And yeah, oh my goodness me. And I did some today which wasn't too bad, but the other day when I first did it, I was like a beginner again. I'm a virtual beginner. My centering, all that was fine, but my throwing was pretty awful. So I've had lots of disasters going in the slops bucket. It doesn't matter because that all gets recycled and ends up back on the wheel. Obviously a bit of it gets washed away, but it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm just getting into the feel of it, so should be actually producing some pots. It's pointless keeping things with not, you know, that you've thrown that aren't shaped right or don't look right. So yeah, I just throw all the clay that I've got wedged up and ready, and then chuck all the thrown bits in the sops bucket because they're just trial ones, and yeah, and start again. Wedge some clay, throw it, and so on. And then once I'm happy with what I'm doing, then I'll do a bit of throwing and get some nice plant pots made. I think I'm going to have to order some more of this soon as well. think I've got some really, well, if it's cheap stuff, I can't remember now, but I've got some more indoors, but in, as I say, in the craft room, but it's not as good as this Yoo-hoo. Although there is one that Denise from Denise Junk Journals UK, but I don't know what it's called. I'll have to see if I can find out. She says that one's really good, so best one she's had, and it's no good having a glue stick that isn't working properly. I expect I'll use up the other ones on unimportant things, but they're not on journals that I'm selling. I hope this isn't too boring for you. It's all part of it, isn't it? I'm just checking the time. I'll probably make this a short one. Well, what I may do is get this page done, stuck down, and start cutting out, and then get back to you when I've got finished the cutting out. I'll just get a couple more put on here. Oops. Yeah, we've had glorious weather today. It's been really hot, and yesterday was nice. The day before wasn't too bad. We had a little bit of rain, but nothing to worry about. So it wouldn't surprise me if we got a storm. I quite like a storm. I like a nice thunderstorm. I'm still in camera. And I want my leg to get a bit better, so I'm taking my little dog out. She hasn't been out for a walk for a couple of days. My partner doesn't walk out. He's got problems with his knees. We make a right pair, we really do. But last night, luckily, she's only a little dog, and I looked up the breed actually when I first got her 5 years ago, and it said that, you know, because we've got quite a big garden, and it said that we've got a fairly big house, so it said that the house and the garden are generally enough for that breed of dog. She's a Lhasa Apso, but even so, I still like to get her out for a walk out. I'll take up the woods and places like that, and down the beach, because she must get bored with the same view every day, you know, the same scenery. I know I would. But yeah, but she's been unlucky the last couple of days. I've not been so good, but never mind. It will all sort itself out. I could do these straight ones on the cutter really, but I don't know, I don't know about you, but I find it quite enjoyable cutting out with scissors. I do use my cutter, obviously, paper trimmer, but yeah. And I may ink around the edges of these with some coloured distress ink, just to hide the little white edge that you get. I don't want to see that. I'm doing a crap job of cutting out. Never mind. Keep going, Jen. will make a really nice little journaling spot. Just do these two, and I'll continue off camera because you don't want to sit there and see me just cutting out tags. Ooh, weird noise. I'll cut this down here. I find these little strips of coffee dyed always come in handy, so I shall keep that. The trouble when you've been more or less laid up for a couple of days, it's the amount of things that pile up that need doing is just unbelievable. Well, my partner's really good, you know, he does all the cooking actually, but he does a lot of the cleaning because I can't do some of it. But I did my bathrooms the other day, and I've got 3. I know that sounds a lot, but actually one of them's just a little downstairs cloakroom. That's it, just sink and toilet, and the other 2 are quite large. And one's got a shower in it, one's got a bath in it. Apart from that, they're as big as each other, and they're both normal bathroom size. So they're, you know, you've got like sort of 3 lots of toilets, 3 lots of sinks. And one thing I hate is cleaning bathrooms, but I think what I was going to say was my partner does most of the like hoovering and mopping floors and things like that, because I can't bend over and do it. But I do the bathrooms, which is fine until I start cleaning around the skirting boards, which I like to do, and also when I lean over to clean around the bath, that's a killer. And I always end up with my back hurting afterwards, so I don't know if you do, if you've got a dodgy back, but it's always the same thing that really sets it off worse. And yeah, I keep saying I'm going to get someone to come and do that, but I don't really want to, you know, so I'm fine doing the rest of it. And I do the polishing and ironing and washing and all that stuff. And I do what gardening I can. I like doing the gardening as well. Quite keen on the garden. But yeah, so I think that's how I've set it off. Just messing about doing the bathroom. But these things have to be done, don't they? It's much nicer to cut when it's thicker as well, I must admit. It's easier as well, to be honest. Right, I've still got 3 pages to do. So I'm going to continue with these off camera. I better put the top on my glue, otherwise that'll dry up. And yeah, this is only a quick one. I was going to join it up onto another one, but I won't. I'll finish it here, and I'll get these cut out off camera and possibly inked up, and then I'll start decorating them, and I'll come back on and show you some of the decoration I'm doing, and also perhaps we'll find some places in the journals to put them and start filling the journal up, and then I can get it stitched. And hopefully I just want to get it done soon. I want to see it finished because I think it'll be really pretty. And it's annoying me hanging around now, so yeah, I've got to get on with that. So, as I say, I'll continue off camera, and thank you very much for joining me. If it hasn't been too boring, please give me a thumbs up, and subscribe, and all the rest of it, and share and stuff. And yeah, take care everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.